Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about another type of connective tissue, that is muscular tissue. The muscular tissue is a contractile tissue consisting of very large cells. These cells bring about locomotion and movement of the body parts. This muscular tissue is a type of contractile tissue, and it consists of very large cells which brings about movement and locomotion in our body. Without the muscles, we are unable to move from one place to another. So this muscular tissue helps in movement and locomotion. It is divided into three types, that is striated muscle fiber, unstriated muscle fiber, and cardiac muscle. We will study about each type of muscle fiber one by one. Striated muscle fiber. The nature of striated muscle fiber: these are voluntary muscle fibers. They are also known as skeletal muscles. So voluntary muscle fibers means they are under our control. They can be controlled by human wish. The entire muscle fiber shows light and dark stripes. See, this is the striated diagram of a striated muscle. You can see here these dark stripes, and these are the light stripes in this. The striated muscle fibers are long, cylindrical, and branched with a number of nuclei. See, striated muscle fibers are long, cylindrical, and branched with a number of nuclei. You can see here they are long, they are cylindrical, they are unbranched cells. That means no branch. You can see here with a number of nuclei. These are the nuclei. Each fiber is enclosed in a membrane called sarcolemma. See, this nerve cell is enclosed in a membrane, and this membrane is known as the sarcolemma, which contains clear fluid inside it. See, this cell is filled with a clear fluid, that is cytoplasm, which is known as the sarcoplasm. Longitudinal muscle fibers are found in the cytoplasmic sarcoplasm. You can see here these are the longitudinal muscle fibers, and these are known as the myofibrils. They are known as myofibrils. They are longitudinal. The muscle fiber shows powerful and rapid contractions which are voluntary. These muscle fibers, they show powerful and rapid contractions. They contract very rapidly, and that is very powerful, which are voluntary. That means they can be controlled. These muscles can get tired and need rest. These muscles, they get tired and say they need rest also. Locomotion. They are found in the muscles of limbs, body walls, face, tongues, etc. So these muscles are found in the body parts such as muscles of the limbs, body walls, face, and tongue. That means the parts of the body which are under human control. Function: they provide force for locomotion and other voluntary actions. Their main function is to provide force so that we can move from one place to another, and they are voluntary in actions. So this is all about striated muscle fibers. They are long and cylindrical with a number of nuclei. They are bounded by a membrane. That membrane is known as sarcolemma, and this cell is filled with a clear fluid, that is cytoplasm, which is known as the sarcoplasm. Longitudinal muscle fibrils you can see here, and this muscle gives a shows us a form of stripes. We can see here many stripes, dark and light stripes, or they are known as the dark and light bands. So these muscles are known as the striated muscles. Now about the unstriated muscles. They are known as smooth or involuntary or visceral fibers. So these unstriated muscles are also known as the smooth muscles or involuntary or visceral fibers. Involuntary means these muscles are not under the control of human. They cannot be controlled by the human wish. Each muscle fiber is long, narrow, spindle shaped with tapering ends. They are uninucleate, that means one nucleus is present. Nucleus is oval in shape and lies in the center. See here, this is the diagram of unstriated muscles. They are smooth, they are spindle shaped, they are narrow, and they contain only one nucleus, and this nucleus is oval, and they lie in the center of the cell. In the cytoplasm called sarcoplasm are present contractile threads called the myofibrils. See here, you can see many threads here, and these are the myofibrils. Or you see this thread-like structures, they are the myofibrils. It is this muscle is also filled, this cell is also filled by a fluid that is known as the sarcoplasm. Nucleus lies in the center. A muscle fiber does not have any surrounding membrane. This muscle fiber is not surrounded by any membrane. That means sarcolemma is not present in the unstriated or smooth muscles. Location. These muscles occur as sheaths and are found in the walls of alimentary canal, ducts of glands, blood vessels, etc. These muscles occur in the form of sheet. Like sheets, they are present and they are found in the walls of the alimentary canal, ducts of the glands, and in the blood vessels. They show slow and prolonged contractions which are involuntary. Their main function is to show slow and prolonged contractions. That means slow and prolonged contractions means these muscles, they contract slowly and may maintain the contractions for a prolonged period of time. That means these muscles, they contract very slowly and this contraction is continued for a longer period of time, and they are also involuntary. These contractions are involuntary, that is they are not under the control. For example, in the alimentary canal, these muscles bring about movement of the food. As they are present in the walls of the alimentary canal in the blood vessels, so these muscles bring about the movement. They help in the movement of food. In the blood vessels, they help in the flow of the blood. Since they are present in the blood vessels, so they help in the flow of blood from one part to the other. So this is all about the unstriated or the smooth muscle. Now about the cardiac muscle. These muscles show characteristics of both striated and unstriated muscles. See, cardiac muscle shows the characteristics of striated muscles also and unstriated muscles also. They are having the characteristics of both these muscles. They are composed of branched fibers. These branches join to form a network. Here you can see these muscles are branched. See the branching of the muscles, and these branches join to form a network. Here you can see a network. Each muscle fiber is surrounded by sarcolemma and has sarcoplasm with long myofibrils and centrally located nucleus. As we have seen that in the striated muscle, they are bounded by a membrane, and that membrane is known as the sarcolemma. So this cardiac muscles are also bounded by a membrane, and that is known as the sarcolemma. It has sarcoplasm also, and a nucleus is also present. Long myofibrils you can see here, with myofibrils are also present in this. These muscles have stripes, as the striated muscles are the striped muscles. We can see the light and dark bands in the striated muscles. In the same way, these muscles are also striated. They contract rapidly but rhythmically in a particular pattern. These muscles show rapid contractions, but they follow a rhythm, or that means they contract rhythmically and involuntary throughout their life. These muscles are involuntary, that means they are not in our control. Cardiac muscles do not tire, they never get tired. These muscles, they do not require any rest. Location, these muscles occur only in the heart, as the term cardiac means heart, so these muscles are found in the heart. Functions, the contractions and relaxations of the heart muscles help to pump the blood and distribute it to various parts of the body. So the main function of the cardiac muscle is the contraction. By its contraction and relaxation, it helps to these cardiac muscle helps to pump the blood and distribute it to various parts of the body. So here we end our muscular tissue. Thank you.